100% with Msushi.
Welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick 2023. My name is Msushi, and I'm here joined with my co-commentator, Bailey. I'm gonna say hi.
Hello, hello.
Today, you all donated for a game called Portal. I seem to have gotten the wrong version of the game because the title screen says Airboat. Today, we are going to beat Portal without shooting any portals, without picking up the portal gun, without going through any portals, only using something called the airboat. Now, before I go into talking about what that is, I'm going to say that word airboat a lot throughout this run. And obviously, as thankful as I am that we raised $80,000 for this run, which is incredible, this is only day 2 of the event, and there's so much more money to raise. So I am personally throwing my hat in the ring, and I'm going to pledge that for every time I say the word airboats, starting now, I will donate $1 to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. So, without a matter ado, let's start saying the word airboat a lot. I'm going to start explaining what exactly this run is. What is an airboat? It's this thing. Hi, this is from Half-Life 2. It is a vehicle you can drive around, and that's it. It's kind of funky. You use it in Half-Life 2 during the water hazard section, where you have to navigate dirty canals, which, funnily enough, in Portal, that doesn't even work if you try to drive on, like, acid that's seen in the test chambers. Gotta wait a second here. I'll get in the airboat, drive on this here, and you still take damage and die anyways. So you can't even use the airboat for its intended purpose. How do you beat Portal without portals using this hunk of metal? The main answer comes in 2 glitches. The first one is airboat clipping. What's awesome about airboats is they're a vehicle, and that means if we enter the vehicle, we'll always end up in the driver's seat. Now what happens is, you place an airboat, they kind of spaz out, they don't like going in walls. As you can kind of see here, this one's blocking my line of sight. This is what you expect to look in the run, but here you can see the back of the airboat is on the other side of the door. So if I go through it, I get teleported through the door. And out of bounds. Lovely. And the other glitch is airboat boosting, which I'll show off really quick. Actually, I'll show it off in this level. We bind spawning airboats to our scroll wheel, so when I spam it, that happens. Lovely. But what's great is that we can do that again, and if we jump and kind of control how we spawn them, momentum. This is how we solve a lot of the momentum puzzles. Also, I didn't even talk about the lore of why airboat percent is a thing. There are a lot of commands in the game, this developer console, this big thing of white and red lines, and one of them is ch create airboat. It spawns the airboat. That's what I've been using throughout this entire showcase so far, and a fun fact about it is that it is not protected by cheats. There's no clip, there's god mode, all these traditional cheat commands, but for some reason the ability to spawn an airboat, which isn't even in the game, isn't a cheat, according to Valve. So back when the game first came out, speedrunners were like, we can use this to save time. We can use this, guys. Obviously nowadays standards are so much more clear that this is very clearly a meme, but some runners took this meme to the way extreme and took it to the super goofy, silly speedrun where you can do things like this, and you don't have to portal across this gap. You can do it with airboats. As with portal speedruns, there will be a bit of out-of-bounds shenanigans, but I would love to leave some of it to a surprise, so we are going to start up the run here, and time will start when my crosshair appears, which will be in about 5 seconds. So I'll count that down in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so this is the vault sequence. Normally you have to wait 50 seconds for the portals to open. I don't know what portals are. Place an airboat in the ground, get out of the vault, dismount from it, boom. There's the first chamber. Here, you put a cube on a button. Nope, put an airboat in a door. Goes through the door, lovely. All right, and that's the first chamber of the game. Also, when you get in an airboat in an elevator and dismount, it places you up top. There's a lot of weird airboat physics that come with the dismount mechanic. That's also sometimes used that to get out of bounds. I'll explain that later because right here, there's usually a cube and a button with some portals, but we're gonna place an airboat on a glass seam, drive through the glass, get out of the airboat, place it on half of this door so we can clip through it, and that's the first chamber. Pretty exciting, right?
How many airboats think you're at after the first chamber?
In this first chamber, we've already used, what, 4 airboats?
I mean, the word airboat.
The word airboat? Oh gosh, I think I'm at like 40 already.
According to my count, 23.
23.
Could have missed a
okay.
couple.
Keep count. All right, that's fine. Here we're gonna clip through the glass while Gladys is talking. Here's the portal gun. Won't be seeing that one again. Oh, those airboats just fell out of bounds. We'll boost up to the top here. Get into the elevator of chamber 2. Fly up here. Yeah, it's worth noting how that airboat boosting works is that you spawn a ton of airboats in one place, again, using the mouse wheel, and they kind of explode outwards. And if one of them hits you in just the right way, you get a big boost. Here's chamber 3, the chamber... Oh, ow. The chamber I was showcasing earlier on, we can... Oh, I almost flung right through that portal. That would have been bad.
Well done. Remember,
And right into the elevator. I will say a fun fact about this category, it is on the portal category extensions leaderboard, and actually in part of the rules, you're not allowed to shoot portals, even if we're to help you. So, it's purely just airboat. Coming in here into chambers 4 and 5, this one's actually quite simple. There's a cube, but obviously you can... Oh, the airboat swam through the door. That's a little disappointing. It's a little finicky sometimes. Obviously, when you take a game mechanic that's not supposed to be in a video game, and then also combine the glitchy nature of like putting it in walls and stuff, things tend to freak out a little bit, but it's just some small obstacles we have to overcome. Like right here, I'm gonna try to place an airboat in this wall next to the door. And just like that, you get right through. But here's the problem. There's an orange portal right there, and we can't get through here. Except of course we can. We just place an airboat and start driving. We actually can't drive it. Oh, we can't. I'm just chilling out here because there is a bit of dialogue before we get into the next level. And again, we're doing this airboat thing basically anytime there's an elevator. And here's some more airboat boosting, chamber 6. This is where you get introduced to the orb. You might remember that. Oh, I barely came short. We'll try again. That's how you're supposed to do the puzzle. That's how I did it in my casual playthrough. What about you, Bailey?
I think that's the only way to solve it, actually.
I think that is the
only
only
other
way
way is
to
a
solve
glitch.
it. Yeah. This is actually a glitchless speedrun. Anyways, and we're going to do very similar in chamber 7. There's an orb puzzle. That's what the orb... Oh, where's the orb? Spawn. There's the orb. Okay. And that's the end of the level. Just some airboats against the wall, propel the player right to the elevator. And actually in chamber 8, in the normal speedrun, we have a strat called ABH over goo. You're going to see something called airboat over goo here, which the reason why is because there's a big goo kind of pool here. Oh my god, I hit the little brick in the ceiling. Okay, that's... Okay, second tries the charm. And wasn't sweating at all there. Just do another chamber. Another day at Aperture Laboratories. And rise in the elevator to chamber 9, where Glass will tell us the chamber is impossible. But what you don't realize is that if you put down the portal gun and siphon your ability to spawn airboats at will, it's not that bad. You can just go through the door.
The ability to create matter does make the puzzle a little bit easier.
It does. Not totally, but... And we're coming to chamber 10 here, which I will explain quickly. If you haven't seen ABH, accelerated backwards hopping, it's a normal movement glitch in Portal. I would explain it, but that's kind of boring because it has nothing to do with airboats.
Hello again.
It's basically, according to my YouTube comments, it's like a Mario backwards long jump, but in Portal. And we use that to go that gap. And then we boost. And yeah, Gladys is explaining momentum to us. Apparently it's conserved between portals. I would have no idea what that means because I don't know what a portal is. But now that we're through with chamber 10, this is the dual portal gun chambers, chamber 11 and 12. This is where if you were using portals, you'd have 2 of them. Oh, I did not mean to spawn 2 airboats. Excuse me. Oh, we'll make it work. I place 1 airboat down here and 1 in the wall here. Jump on the first airboat. Come on. Get me in the airboat. Perfect. And now we're through on the top of chamber 11 here. And we could go get the portal gun there, but instead we're going to place an airboat out of bounds here. And now that's out of bounds, we're going to drive it a little bit and fall out of bounds because I messed up the trick. So we'll try it one more time. And we can drive this airboat out of bounds over this observatory room. No, we fell! Oh no. So yeah, if you ever wondered what it looked like to drive a vehicle in out-of-bounds space, this is what it looks like. I do not recommend it. Do not try this at home. There we go. We're driving it. We have full control. Yeah, I mean, talk about off-roading. Out-of-boundsing is a totally different place to put your vehicles. But here's the floor of chamber 12. We skipped the elevator ride. And now we have to airboat boost all the way to the top of the chamber. So we'll do that once here. Ooh. Yeah, similar to how we can do airboat boosts against walls, we can do them vertically if we have somewhere to jump to. We'll try this. I really want to land on one of those beams. It makes it a lot easier. Oh, I keep hitting my head on things. This is kind of the frustrating points of the run, because these airboats are really unpredictable and you just don't know where they're going to spawn. And sometimes they push you all over the place. And it's kind of a guessing game on how to get up there. But we'll give it... What are we on, like try number 3 now?
Somehow mass spawning 50 airboats at a time is not the most intuitive or consistent thing in the world.
Yeah, for speedruns, this category is kind of annoying just because these boosts are... There we go. Now we're on this beam. They're not totally consistent. Oh, that flew through the door. Actually, you know what? Here's a cube. You might know them before. They go on buttons like that one. It didn't stay on the button. But looks like that.
So I should use airboats instead.
This is why you should use airboats instead. Airboats do not weigh down buttons before you ask. That is not an intended feature. Although I'm not really sure what the intended features of the airboat are in Portal, but it's certainly not that.
I think none.
I think none. I agree. Anyways, we'll come down this chamber here. This is chamber 13. Another cube to our left, but we do not care. We'll clip this airboat into this wall. Come over here, place one down on the floor, one right below the X sign, and it comes back through the wall, which is not where it should be, and it goes through the wall again. Kind of got to get the Goldilocks airboat right there, through the ending door, right to the elevator.
Feel free to pass out. An intubation associate will be dispatched.
And now we'll go into Chamber 14, which Chamber 14 in the normal Portal speedrun is known for being super easy because you can solve it with just 3 portals. It's also going to go by in a flash in the airboat percent speedrun because the ending's right there. You just spawn some airboats, as again you do in your casual playthroughs. And Chamber 15, from here on out, the chambers get a little bit more spicy, a little bit more interesting. Of course, we're still utilizing airboat boost airboat clipping, but in more interesting ways. We'll clip over or boost over that first wall there. Place one underneath the glass. Oh, I barely got out of my reach. We'll try this one. Get into it to get over that glass platform. Come over to the next part of the chamber here, and miss getting over that glass wall. Second try will be the charm there. And now this is actually one of my favorite things. There are 2 strats here. You can either clog this acid pool with airboats, which is absolutely awful. As you see, I'm already stuck, but it's really funny. So I'll try it one more time. This is not the fastest strat, but okay, now I'm in the water. So we're gonna do the actual strat, which is spawning an airboat right above here, an out of bounds space, getting into the airboat, and now we're out of bounds. And we can navigate over this area not too poorly.
The first one's the only way you can use the airboat as an actual boat, though, to get over
It
the goo.
is. You just have to completely clog it. You can't actually drive it over it. And here in this chamber, we'll do another... That is a death. Do another airboat boost to get up here. Get it to the end. And circumvent the puzzle. Now, as you see in Chamber 15, we did out of bounds for the first time. We're going to continue to go out of bounds of it in the next chamber. And actually, we're not even going to go out of the elevator here. We're going to stay in the elevator shaft, because Chamber 16 is completely flat from the top. And what does this mean? We can clip out of bounds from the elevator shaft and just get to the end. And unfortunately, we're going to kill this turret in a really cruel way.
Well done,
Death by... Oh.
The enrichment center once
All right, never mind. He defied the odds, so I will...
He's riding the airboat.
He is riding the airboat. Okay, I was going to drop an airboat on him, but that's okay. And Chamber 17 is normally where you find the companion cube. But we're going to save the companion cube with the power of airboats, which is the same kind of out of bounds tech. We're just going to clip with the airboat out of bounds on top of the level. We don't even get to spawn the companion cube. It kind of stays in the dropper. So, you know, is it better to live a life short and sweet and meet someone, or never meet them in the first place, but live in kind of this eternal solitude? Not sure, don't care, we have airboats. Anyways, Chamber 18, this one probably has the coolest airboat sequence that we'll see at the start, but first I have to do a movement trick at the start to clear the gap. Hopefully it'll look a bit like this. That is falling in the gap.
The experiment is
and there we go, clear that gap. Now we want to get to this observatory room. We can kind of stand on the seam. That is not the seam. Try again. And behind this is the next part of the puzzle. So we'll place an airboat there. Boost up into it. Oh, the airboat went into the wall. That is not good. We'll try again. Place... One more time. We're going to place the airboat there. Boost up. The boost failed. Might give it a couple tries because these things normally take a couple of tries. And hopefully we can get into the airboat. Oh, I'm out of bounds. Oh no. Yeah, so apparently when you put an airboat in a wall, sometimes it'll put you out of bounds. Something with like putting these things in walls, the dismount doesn't really work too well. Anyways. Okay, I have to restart this from here. We might have to
wiggle it a little bit.
We have to wiggle it a little bit. Oh, it really does not want to put me in bounds. All right, hold up.
That is a very thick wall, it looks like.
I don't want to dare say it, but this has never happened before. Okay, we'll try to drive it as far inbounds as we can, which right now doesn't look very far. See if I can dismount. Perfect! We're in. Okay.
First try.
All right, now this puzzle, normally you shoot all the portals. Do you see that platform all the way up there? That's where we're going, baby. Put the airboats down. Light them up. Oh, we're going to make it. Barely. No. Oh, no. I'm going this way. Okay. Okay. We're going all across the chamber. We're off course. Houston, we have a problem. Oh, no. Okay. There will be a problem
many of them
here. If I spawn too many airboats, I will start lagging. But thankfully, we made it to the end. Throw to some donations while we look at the sea of airboat for about 20 seconds.
Absolutely. I have $10,000 from Fangamer. Says GDQ, streaming worldwide for you to view. Send donations any size. You could even win a prize. Look out. It's time for GDQ. Hey everybody, Fangamer here. You guys did it. You conquered that donation goal for the bonus game. It's always great to see everyone really rallying together to make awesome things happen. We want to remind you to check out the Fangamer AGDQ 2023 collection before the end of the event. 100% of the profit from sales of GDQ merch supports Prevent Cancer Foundation, and you can see the full lineup at fangamer.com/GDQ. Thank you so much, Fangamer.
Awesome, yeah, thank you guys. So here we're in chamber 19. This is where the escape sequence starts, and I am trying to clip back in bounds with an airboat on the other side, which for some reason I am struggling with. Try it one more time. There we go. There's the airboat. You can't see the airboats while out of bounds, while inbounds, but they are there. And now we'll navigate. This is normally where we start running away from GLaDOS when she tries to kill us. I'm sorry, spoilers. This is going to look really cool. I'm not even going to comment on this. If this trick works, you'll just watch it happen. Take a couple tries. Trust me. All right, that's a normal airboat interaction. Put an airboat to clog this fan so we can go through. And boost up, we need to get onto that catwalk, which, as with most things in this, take a little bit of finagling. Perfect, first try. Down into this office area where we will be able to clip out of bounds by putting an airboat up there, very in place. And now I'm going to try to do an ABH to get to the end of the level in out-of-bounds space, which might take a try or two. It's not the easiest thing in the world. Oh. Not quite. We want to go all the way to the edge there. Again, what's nice about these Source Engine games, this should work. We have instant saving and loading, so even though these airboat tricks are a little annoying, we can save and load right before we have to attempt them, which is cool.
That hop would be a lot easier with airboats.
It probably would. All right, now we're in escape 00. Here we're gonna jump off of this piston to get onto this airboat. This level usually has a lot of pistons and a lot of weird places to shoot portals, but we're gonna go into this little this isn't even out of bounds, it's technically in game, but it's behind this fence that we normally can't go to, and as you see, this area is not even textured off. So you're not supposed to be here. So we'll get back out real quick after getting some height off those stairs. And now we're gonna get on top of this airboat, get on top of this kind of file cabinet. It's not even a file cabinet, it's like an electrical thing. Not really sure. But we used to get all the way up here, go behind this fence, and spawn one in the ceiling here. That fell through the ceiling. Try it one more time. This should work. Now we want to get into that airboat, so we're going to get on this airboat, spawn a ton of airboats to airboat boost, and then look up, get in this one. Now we're in this weird, like, purgatory place. This is technically inbounds, but this is the equivalent of Portal Airboat Purgatory. Spawn an airboat in this wall, and if we drive, pedal to the metal, put just the right amount of acceleration on, we can literally drive it partially inbounds to dismount, and then hopefully get onto this pipe. Beautiful, beautiful. And finish off this level with one more airboat boost. Oh, we're down the corridor, and we only have 2 more levels left. Coming down here, we're gonna airboat boost onto this little beam here. Airboat clip. Try again, airboat clip into this wall, which will take us out of bounds, but to a later portion of the section where we can miss the airboat clip back inbounds, but try again. And there it is, just an airboat chilling here on the side. And this part is very cluttered because, of course, we're escaping from GLaDOS, but we do it in a really non-conventional way. Place an airboat there. We need to airboat boost and not die. Airboat boost. Get in! Not that airboat! Not this one! Let's try it again. Beautiful. Out of bounds. Awesome. First try. And now we can more or less get to the end of the level from this out of bounds state. I would spawn more airboats so you all can see them, but you can't see them out of bounds, which is really sad. If there was one thing I changed about Portal, I would make it so you could see airboats when they're out of bounds. But I think I'm a very heavy minority with that opinion.
That was a huge developer oversight.
It really is. All right, and now we're entering the last level of the game. This is the... I crashed! No! Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We're rolling on the fly. We're going to relaunch the game. Make sure everything's fine. I can hear the radio. Just make sure the screen comes back. This is... Unfortunately, that has happened before, so I can't even say that hasn't happened before. But we're going to load back in to Airboat, my favorite game. All right, right here, and we're going to load into the next level. Here we are. This is the last level of the game. This is the GLaDOS boss fight and the turret ambush. So first, we'll get past the turret ambush. We need to clip into this little grate here. Normally, just shoot a portal through it. But placed up top, here are all the turrets. And we need to airboat boost all the way to the top of this room. There's a catwalk that will take us to GLaDOS' chamber. And we need to get
My count that is 100 times you said airboat.
Oh boy, that's getting a really expensive charitable check. And me and Bailey talked about quickly doing this every time I spawned an airboat instead of staying in an airboat, and I would go bankrupt. So that is not happening.
That's more of a joke than actual suggestion.
And this airboat boost is probably the hardest in the game, as you can see, 'cause it's killing me a lot. Hopefully we get just enough height. Oh, Lord, where are we going? Okay. Once we get off the ground, it's really easy to recover, but getting off the ground is the hard part. Probably gonna barely go over estimate. Now you get to hear the clang of the turrets open while airboats crush me. This is not gonna work. I'm barely not getting enough height. This is not even the hardest part of this level, so buckle in. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. This is the one. Yep. Nope. That way. These airboats have a mind of their own, as you can see. Yep. All right, we're gonna strafe really hard. Get over. Nope. Yep. Awesome. Okay, and now that we're over here, we can get a turret. And my game is actually lagging really hard, so hopefully this will even be possible. Jesus, okay. We have to get this turret up there by spawning airboats. But we can't go too fast, or else the turret... I'm actually gonna load a previous save. I have way too many airboats on the ground. How far back does my save go? I'm gonna have to do this again, aren't I? It's fine. It's chill. Yeah, that legitimately is a problem with this category. If you spawn too many airboats, the game becomes too laggy and you can't play it anymore. It also is true that if you go to the upper extreme and spawn a ton of airboats, the game just crashes. It is not prepared for sheer amounts of airboats. Have to convince this airboat to let me out. Okay. But this time...
And on top of it being, too many airboats in a fairly old game at this point, it's also running an older engine of the game, so it's even less optimized than the current version you probably played.
But this time, we get the trick, not first try. Here we go. This is it. This is money. Okay, we got a lot of height here. Hopefully, we can bring it home, get to the... I'm going to reload a save before trying to save myself more. Beautiful. And we only used that many airboats, however many it was. and we can come get the turrets. And again, we need to bring this into GLaDOS's chamber. If you do the GLaDOS fight, normally you have to get her with a rocket launcher. Oh, and as you see there, I actually went too fast with the airboat boost that Shell had to let go of the turret, which is not what we want. There we go. Like, 7th try, but it's okay. We're going to come down this hallway. What's also great, too, is that when you enter GLaDOS's chamber, all the airboats down there will despawn, which makes you run a bit better. But we got to have GLaDOS, or the turret shoot GLaDOS, because that will have her drop her cores. It skips part of the boss fight. And by part, I basically mean all of it.
It's the single biggest skip in the game.
Yeah.
Because despite your violent behavior,
And now we're going to collect all these cores. Really easy with portals, a little challenging with airboats. Gonna have to do some airboat boosting.
I guess we both know that isn't going to happen. You chose this
Like that. We have to go to that core. Okay, we're up here. This works. Awesome. We'll throw it down. ABH off the catwalk. Get this one. And gather all these near the incinerator. And time will end once the last core incinerates. Which I will call out. We'll come up in like 10 seconds. We just have to open the incinerator by pressing a button over here.
I wouldn't bother with that thing. My guess is that touching it will just make your life even
And there's
worse.
1, 2, 3. Oh my god, the last one got flicked out of the incinerator. That's okay. That's okay. That happens.
Joking.
And it's all under control because that is the speedrun time. That is Portal Airboat %. My name is Msushi. Thank you to my co-commentator Bailey for being here. And
Thank you for having me.
just some shout outs real quick. Shout out to Quinn Ace, who was kind of the first portal runner to complete this category. And I'm going to leave you with a question and an answer, which is you might be asking yourself, the incinerators at the end of the level, these guys, the airboats fizzle in them. What happens if you drive through one of these? Very, very serious photosensitivity warning. Please do not watch if you get motion sickness or anything of that degree. And yeah, keep enjoying Awesome Games on Quick 2023. And the game crashes. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching Portal Airboat % and raising $80,000. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night.
Thank you so much, Msushi, for that incredible Portal Airboat % run. I can confidently say that is the most I've ever heard the word airboat in the span of 22 minutes. And there were plenty of airboat-related donations. Thank you for all of those. I have $1,000 from Dubanka that says, "This was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success, even though you only summoned airboats." Thank you so much for your $1,000 donation. All right, everyone, park your airboats because we'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick 2023 Online. We are still over here raising money and going fast for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Thank you for all of the donations that have come in thus far. This has been a blast. I hope you guys are having just as much fun as I am. We have a couple of fun donations. We've got $50 from the Humble Oscar saying, Portal, BioShock, and Fallout 3, literally 3 of the greatest games of all time in a row. I'm so excited. Good luck to all the runners, and thanks so much for all you do, GDQ. This is all I can give right now, but I hope it helps. And thank you so much for your donation. Any amount helps. If you can only donate $5, that is enough. It is all going to a good cause, and we appreciate every single donation that comes to us. Thank you. All right, and we are ready for a prize segment with Scent.
But is Scent ready for a prize segment with all of you? Yes, that's actually why I'm sitting here. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick 2023 Online. My name, as mentioned, is Scent, and my job is to tell you about all of the amazing prizes that you can win by donating to the marathon. Now, with the start of BioShock, we actually have a whole new prize block. So there's a bunch of new things that you can be entered to win by donating. I'm going to tell you again, $25 between now and the end of Wavetail later tonight is going to get you into everything I'm going to talk about and more. And if you haven't gotten a $50 minimum donation in today yet, you absolutely should to get yourself entered into our lovely day prize, this amazing Portal-themed Mario drawing by our friend Rocket Fox, titled Super Cake World. The cake is not a lie. It's actually there in the bottom left hand, right hand, whichever hand corner of this painting shaped like a Super Mario star. The details in this are incredible. There's just such a, it's such a good blend of Mario and Portal. Absolutely love it. Hand done specifically for the event, which is super cool. Thank you so much to Rocket Fox for sending it out to us. Again, $50 minimum donation pretty much any time today until the end of Wavetail. You haven't already gotten in one, definitely get in one. Now, from our friends over at Retroflame, we have another lovely candle. This time, we have a Fallout-themed nuclear scented candle. What does that smell like, I wonder? For science. For science. Oh. Okay, that actually smells a lot like a sour gummy worm, actually. It's a really interesting aroma, but I kind of dig it. I'm down with that $5 minimum donation, and who knows, you could be smelling it yourself. Thank you so much for sending it out to us. From our good friend Pearl Pop, we've got more excellent Pearlers. This time, we've got the Vault Boy from Fallout, letting you know that maybe things have not been going well. You see, he smelled the candle. That was a mistake. No, I'm just kidding. It smelled absolutely great, but an absolutely lovely Pearler from Pearl Pop. Thank you so much for sending these out. Again, you can either go with kind of a very loose, air meshy, almost see-through if you hold it up to a light kind of style of Pearler, or you can go with this flat melt to a Pearler. Pearl Pop, one of the best I've ever seen at the flat melt style. Absolutely fantastic. Only a $10 minimum donation. But again, I'm telling you, $25 is going to get you into everything available in this block. From our good friend Kale Clara, we have an Ape Escape paper art shadow box. Super cool. Unfortunately, couldn't get here in time, but you should definitely head over to Games Done Quick. Check out a larger photo of it. You got the ape in the center of the box, layered, made out of different scraps of paper. Just a super cool concept. It looks great. Very art deco, very popping. I am a fan on only a $15 minimum donation. Thank you so much to Kale Claire for sending that out to us. We have so many great prizes. Let's see, what else do I have here? Yes, of course, gotta reach over for it. We have this absolutely lovely framed Big Daddy watercolor print here from Artivarian Gart. It is it's just really good. Like, I mean, it's such a striking style. It kind of reminds me of that, like, 2030s aesthetic mixed with the futuristic tech that BioShock is all about. And I dig it. It just looks great. It's very striking. $20 minimum donation comes in this lovely frame as well. Thank you so much for sending that out to us. It is fantastic. from our good friend Iggy Zig and host of the event. Always finds us some super cool prizes. We got a lot of PC games tonight, so of course, you're going to need yourself a solid keyboard and mouse. So Iggy has sent us in the Razer Basilisk Ultra mouse, as well as this lovely Razer Huntsman keyboard here. Forgot the model of the keyboard. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, but you know what? These are both excellent RGB gaming peripherals. They're going to let you play whatever you need to. Oh, super wonderful. $20 minimum donation. You should definitely get those donations in before Wavetail. Now, from our friend Dave over at Heroic Replicas, we actually have some really cool stuff from Satisfactory. I'm not sure if I'm qualified to talk about it, though, because really, to discuss this, you kind of need a prize wizard almost. Okay, looks he's kind of busy. That's fine. I'll substitute. If not a prize wizard, you perhaps could substitute a prize lizard. A prize lizard doggo with this Satisfactory lizard doggo make your own plushie kit. It's super cool. It comes with the lizard doggo here. This is a plushie in a box, basically. You get the plushy skin, you get enough stuffing to fill it up, you get a bunch of fun little magnetic charms that you can play around with it, as well as a Satisfactory keychain and a Satisfactory coffee mug. So there you go, that whole bundle, $25 minimum donation, super cool. Look, you get to build your own friend. You know it's friend-shaped because you're building it yourself, and that is excellent. Thank you so much to our friend Dave over at Heroic Replicas for sending that out to us. Absolutely fantastic. Again, $25 before the end of Wavetail a little bit later tonight. And if you get that $25 in, know that that is going to get you 1/8 of the way to our grand prizes. Right now, we have 3 absolutely incredible grand prizes. Also from our friends over at Heroic Replicas, we have your choice of a replica along with one of their stunning Hylian shields. I'm bringing out all the different options one at a time to show off to you. This time, I've got a pair that I think you might like. One for the boomers and one for the zoomers, as it were. First off, from Minecraft, we have this absolutely fantastic diamond sword. Dave promises that this is more than actually just 2 diamonds and a stick. Scout's honor. Definitely true. It's 22 pounds of solid aluminum embedded with acrylic gems to give it the Minecraft diamond sheen. Over 120 pieces in total. It's super cool. And, for those of us old enough to remember it, we have the Chris sword from the Zelda animated series. The Excuse Me, Princess animated series. It's got a machined and plated bronze pommel, hilton grip. It's got a leather-wrapped handle. It's got acrylic gem accents. Absolutely fantastic option that you could get with your Hylian shield if you win that grand prize. And huge shout-outs to our friends over at Heroic Replicas for making that happen. From Skytech Gaming, we have an absolutely lovely Skytech Gaming Azure Gaming PC. You can head over to gamesdonequick.com, check out all the specs for the PC. It is an absolute beast, and it is going to be exactly what you need if you're looking to pretty much speedrun anything that we've got running in the marathon this year for sure. And from our friends over at Vulpin Props and Cute Monster Props, we have an incredible Fallout AER-9 laser rifle. As I mentioned, not a Fallout 4 weapon, apparently. Completely wrong on that. I'm not going to worry about it, though, because, again, this thing is so incredible. It got the internet to come out and correct me and be like, hey, Sent, this is really cool. You're wrong about it. It's really cool, though. You should talk about it more. Going to be able to bring that out for all of you tomorrow. Can't wait to show it off. It's seriously fantastic. Also comes with its own transport case with full custom foam cutouts. So don't worry about getting it shipped to you. Don't worry about bringing it anywhere. That's covered because that's going to be part of the prize. All 3 of our grand prizes are a $200 cumulative donation. So make sure to get $200 in with your donations over the course of the entire marathon. Now, that's it for me, but don't worry. You are going to be in great hands because next up we have BioShock by Blood Thunder, an incredible run by an incredible runner. Trust me, you do not want to miss it. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
Thank you so much, Sent, for those wonderful prizes. I've got some donations. I have $25 from Great Swordsmith that says, it's been years since I last saw a Hitman Blood Money at GDQ event, but I loved the last run. Putting this towards Pro/SA to see the best run possible. And to remind you all, I know we just met an incentive, but there are more incentives that are open, and you can go check those out on the GDQ Bid Index page and donate towards some of those. I know we are currently at a little over 2,400 of the $10,047 needed for that Hitman Blood Money upgrade. So get those donations in early for those.